Hey guys, welcome along to another Destiny 2 video. As I'm sure you are all aware, a new gameplay trailer dropped yesterday with some Crucible gameplay, exotic weapons and armor, including faction gear and potentially weapon shaders, as well as what looks like a returning Destiny 1 exotic, all of which is really easy to miss in the gameplay trailer, so I thought I'd slow it all down a bit and go through what we can see within it. So as ever, Bungie have been crafty with this trailer, putting in a ton of stuff that you wouldn't even notice or think to look for because it's only on the screen for a second or two before it's gone. So we're going to start right at the very beginning of this trailer, where we've got two sets of Guardians about to enter the Crucible. But if you'll notice, the team on the right are sporting a lot of faction armor. Starting with the Hunter, we've got the New Monarchy chest piece, the Titan is wearing a Future War Cult chest armor piece, and the Warlock is holding a Dead Orbit weapon. Looks like an auto rifle to me with that little Dead Orbit logo just above the magazine there. Next up, we've got a new sword here that looks a lot like the Young Wolf's Howl from Destiny 1, which of course you get from Lord Saladin for completing the story missions in Rise of Iron, and even does that solar slam like the Young Wolf's Howl does here. Moving on to the next set, we've got some pretty garish Dead Orbit armor here in bright green. Obviously we know at least the arm pieces are Dead Orbit here because of the logo on his shoulder, and I'd imagine this is a matching set because it just looks right to me. Also, I really like this helmet, it kind of reminds me of Predator. Let me know if that's just me that thinks that though in the comments. Also, we've got a chrome sniper rifle in this one, so it looks like we might be getting some shiny chrome shaders within Destiny 2 as well. And the sweet business auto rifle with what looks like a Future War Cult shader on it here. It's got that kind of red and blue colouring that the FWC weapons tend to have. Following that, the dubious volley rocket launcher is most certainly looking like it's been severed. If you look closely at this, you can see some red wires and cables around the back and the middle of it all, as well as this kind of spiky top bit, which is not at all like the previous images we've seen of this weapon. Maybe this is some kind of weapon ornament or even a shader or potentially a mod, or they could have just changed the design, of course. We'll have to wait and see about this one. We've also got some gameplay of a really strange weapon like a thunder gun. It shoots out a huge blast of energy and just blows these guys away. It doesn't look like it fires any bullets, just an energy blast. I'd assume this is some kind of exotic heavy weapon if it can just blow away 3 Guardians like this. And I'd go out on a limb to say this is a new weapon type like the Trace Rifle we saw in an earlier gameplay trailer that Bungie have developed for Destiny 2. Also, right at the end of this clip here, you'll see 3 enemies drop crests, so this is confirmation that the Supremacy game mode will be returning for Destiny 2, and I believe that's going to be within the quick play game list. Now we get into a few exotic weapons within the trailer, starting with an exotic shotgun here which shoots out a huge blast of what looks like arc energy, which just destroys this poor guy. On the back of this Hunter here next, we can see what looks like a Soros auto rifle there with some kind of blacky goldy shader on it. We've also got this gold hacky sniper rifle here, and also in this clip you'll notice that this is the Clash game mode, as there aren't any objectives, it's just a 4v4 deathmatch. And you'll also see the 3 power ammo boxes marked on the screen here, so hopefully that's a signal of more power ammo within the Crucible games. And finally, on this one, when the primary weapon is pulled out, it looks to be an old style Western 6-shooter, which could be another exotic for the kinetic slot. My money would be on this being a Tex Mechanica Foundry weapon, of course. Once the Hunter jumps over the gap here, you'll see the Warlock wearing the Starfire Protocol from Destiny 1. So potentially, maybe some Destiny 1 exotics making a return here. I don't know, again, let me know your thoughts as to why Bungie might bring through some exotics from Destiny 1 into Destiny 2. Next we have this Titan who seems to have some gold shader applied to all of his armor here with the bits of black on it as well. We also have the Sentinel shoulder charge in action here as well, using his shield, but this isn't the super, just the normal shoulder charge ability for this subclass instead. Next up we have this set for the Warlock, which I really have to say I'm not that keen on. It's this kind of weird set of gold wings, and now we can see that it also comes with a gold book attached to the side of the armor as well. Like I said, I'm really not keen on this one. Hopefully it looks a lot better in the game than it does here. The Warlock here using the Sunshot hand cannon, which we know from the beta, and evidencing to us that it's not a class specific weapon. In the beta, of course, we had the Sweet Business, Sunshot and Risk Runner, but only one was available for each class, so the Warlock using the Sunshot here proves that, as I said, they are not class specific weapons. And then finally we have some more clips of the Cold Heart exotic Trace Rifle being used here, with this kind of ice effect that comes over the weapon the longer it's fired. I think that looks really cool there. That's all I have for you guys today, just a roundup of some weapons, armors and shaders that you may have missed from the new gameplay trailer. If you like the video, please give it a like, rating and subscribe so you don't miss any future content, and I will see you guys again soon.